In this scene, you can observe that some discussion is going on, and what should be observed, that people are looking like they are as if they are from village background.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
And this person is addressing, all of them are looking at him, so this person is addressing them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us see your responses. Okay.
Raghu, 24 years old graduate, who done a agriculture science stream in his tenure of graduation. When he came to his village on summer vacation, he saw the problems the farmers are facing and also the old equipments they are using. So Raghu called all the farmers and villagers to the panchayat place of village, told them the consequences of overusing chemical fertilizers and how crop hormones will affect human from inside our body. He also told and explained clearly how to use the science in agriculture and learned them how to use the equipments.
Okay. Now in this picture, what story is written is starting from here. Okay, we'll analyze this. Raghu, 24 years old graduate. So first of all, he is just graduating of 12th standard. So he's picking up a character of a higher age. That is not a problem. Okay. Vase, this is not required, right? We never gave you instruction in TAT that you are supposed to write the age, right? So that you should not, if you keep on writing this age like this, so it will be assumed that you have not come over your past instruction in the morning for the picture perception test. There it was mandatory, not here, right? The second thing is, okay, he's correctly assumed that at least he's of more age, and at least your age character should be there. So he is talking about a little higher age, that's fine. So he's a graduate, then he is doing cutting. Okay. So these cuttings means that he is revisiting his decisions again. So he's not sure of taking a firm decision. And after deciding, then coming back and again revisiting. So it shows fickle-mindedness. Okay. Now the person who is going to military, becoming an officer, he is supposed to be firm while taking decisions. So if you are not checking up this habit here, so it is going to be across everywhere. Okay. So always be careful not to cut or write. Who done agriculture science stream in the tenure of graduation. So right now he is wasting so many lines, so many words in this. All what, because now 100 words are there. So you have to use every word, every expression of yours very, very effectively. Okay, so that it creates a lot of impact. So do not waste lines. So he can just could have written that Raghu is a graduate in the agriculture science. So एक line में खत्म हो जाता. Now he's wasted so much of time because he's buying time. And what I told you earlier, that when you look at the picture, you are supposed to quickly assume a objective. Okay, first 10 seconds are enough to understand the picture and to understand what kind of kick you are getting out of it, what kind of inspiration you're getting out of it, and focus on deciding your objective. Okay, so now going back to the story, that he is telling that he is a agriculture science, so he could have reduced this expression. And when he came to his village on summer vacation, okay, so what is the requirement of writing when he came to his village on summer vacation? He could have said, he observed that people from the village. He could have just talked about this, right? Summer vacation पे आने की जरूरत नहीं थी ना, because you are saying that I do not reside in, I just go summer vacation, accidentally I found. So that shows your limited connection with the problems of the people. So you should have shown that he observed that this is a problem being faced by the villagers or the farmers, farmer community, right? Understood, Beta?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now if you proceed ahead, so he's writing that he saw the problems of farmers facing, also the old equipments they're using. Now once he is talking about the old equipment, he is not referring which equipments. Okay, maybe is what I'm guessing, that he is talking about the implements being used for farming activity, right? But once he is highlighting this, he should have addressed this in the remaining part of the story, but he is gone carried away. Okay, So it just came for a fraction of second, this equipment wala thing, but he has not addressed thereafter in the complete story. Right, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Raghu called all the farmers and village heads to the panchayat place of the village. So it makes a meaning that he is taking things for granted. He says and people will be ready to come there. As if he is dictating terms. Okay, come to a place. ऐसा नहीं होता ना बेटा. Right? Now, again, so told them the consequences of over using chemical fertilizer. Now, how he has come to know this, that they were using chemical fertilizers. So this thing, if he is trying to address, right? So it should have been covered earlier, right? So this is the problem he's observed across the villages, across the farmers. It will affect human from inside our body. He also told and explained clearly how to use science in agriculture. So once he's writing, he also told and explained clearly how to use science in agriculture and learned them how to use the equipments. Okay. Now please understand, he is not addressing the problem anyway. He is just touching and going. Right? So it's called as sketchy planning. You don't have anything of substantial nature in your mind. You don't have a solution in your mind. You're just superficially addressing it. Just for showing something that you are doing something. But something se kaam nahi chalega. Idea here is to have a very creative solution, that you are having a lot of understanding, your awareness is there. When you're picking up a subject like farming, okay, improvising the farming methods, how to make an effort to increase the yield of farming, okay, because it is going to help the farmers in earning their livelihood. Okay, their economical situation will escalate. So you have to have a definite plan in your mind, right? And in the beginning only, when you are seeing this scene, you got inspired that he is talking to farmers. Okay, now you know what are the issues being faced by the farmers. Okay, when you're talking about the farming only, you could have even took up matters of village like infrastructure, health, education. A lot of things are there. Road, so buildings, so the PM Awas Yojana, converting kacha makan into pakka makan. All these things are there, right? Then water irrigation issues, water table is going down. There's a scarcity of water. So when you have these ideas, what are the problems being faced by the farmers? Now define a particular objective in your mind. If you want to address one particular solution, one particular issue, okay, then you should be having solutions for that issue, right? If you are addressing multiple problems, then maybe 2-3 things you could have shown how to address all these things. So decide which way you want to go. So let us, as per his story, he's talking about chemical fertilizers and old equipments. So if he has picked up these two objectives, in the beginning only, it would have been a nice thing to create a background that he was from agriculture sciences. The moment, okay, in his final year or after passing out, he observed that the farmers, despite the best of the best efforts by the government, because you're residing your confidence and faith in the government, you're not criticizing them. Okay, despite the best efforts, still the awareness, there is a need to promote the awareness about the alternatives available, okay, in the technology and the schemes which are there for the farmers, which can be adopted. What is the process? Like government is subsidizing on seeds, farming equipments. So a lot of things are there. There's a Kisan Credit Card Yojana. So funds availability is also there. It's not an issue. So you should have a clear-cut ideas in your mind. So if you are trying to highlight the impact of chemical fertilizer, you should have an idea that the chemical fertilizers which are being consumed not only takes away the vitality of soil over a period of time. Also, it creates a lot of health issues, right? At the same time, when you are focusing on the organic farming, yield is reducing, right? But it retains the vitality of soil. So can we do something about that? Still, we can talk about, organic farming, and at the same time, frequency of crops or something to be done by using the biofertilizers, vermicompost, other things, so that the production will drastically go down. At the same time, when they are sure of that their crop yield will get uh, fairly paid in the market. So you're trying to address here, let me have a virtual market for them. Let me, with the help of IT engineers or scientists, let me develop some kind of applications which will connect with the real subscribers. Okay, so these subscribers will place an order to a centralized place. So maybe I'll make a pool of 2-3 villages. In a centralized place, I will organize some kind of mandi where, deep freezers will be there. So their crop will be, taken care of. They will be paid or they will be purchased by the government's efforts. And then from point to point, the delivery is possible by using the transportation. Maybe then we can touch upon the EV, using the EV, for a sustainable solution, door-to-door delivery. So they're getting fair prices. So I should have these kind of creativity in my mind. And now talking about the equipments, you could have, told that there are tech-driven equipments which are available, which takes away the major chunk of manual labor. So, by some government schemes, they can purchase tractors and implements on a subsidy, and then they can employ them effectively, right? So you should have that idea in your mind. Highlight the problem. What is the problem, right? Then you have to connect with the picture. So he is taking a meeting with the farmers or the villagers. So address, highlight this issue also in the story. So he come up with a solution and decided to discuss it out with the villagers, went to the different villages, met the villagers, took their feedbacks, okay, from the ground, and come across along with his team a workable solution for this. And this is how was things were implemented, and now people are having the high yields from the farming and they are better off. Okay. So similar model, similar concept was also implemented across other villages, and this has promoted the value in the overall system. Okay. So this should have been the outcome, because my outcome should be my objective. My objective should be attained. Okay. So this is the way how the thing should be looked at. Right?
Ajit was a manager in Tata Motors, Noida. He was visiting his native village. There he met with people of village working as casual workers in field big factory. He thought to help them by awareing them about various schemes that can benefit him coming in formal economy. He requested village Mukhia to conduct a meeting there. He informed them about e-Shram card, PPF portal, where they can register them as a gig and social worker and become the part of formal economy. He took everyone to the nearby CSE center, got them registered to the portal, and informed them about its advantages. He was happy.
So now in this story, at the end of the day, for what reason he started? Okay, he has started that. Can you see his story again? So he has observed the people are casual worker. Okay, casual economy. So he's talking about casual workers, field, brick factory, they're working, right? So he wanted to convert them into formal economy. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
that is what he started with. But he is not sure whether this thing will be working or not, because finally he is not able to comment on that. Okay, can you see? It's written that he got them registered the portal and informed them about its advantages. He was happy. So whether the people who got registered, it has transformed their life.
Okay, yes, sir.
What are the benefits they have drawn out of this particular plan action? So it is not mentioned. So
Okay,
that
sir.
means he was just doing it for the sake of showing. Okay. So he was not interested in the final outcome of this plan. So he was really not serious about that because he has put all the efforts in presenting his views and showing it how people are getting informed and got registered. Right?
Hmm.
He should
Yes, sir.
not be happy till the time
The
people are
objective has been achieved.
benefited out of it. So that should be shown in the terminal part of the story.
Okay, sir.
Okay. That is very important. Terminal part of the story is very important. Let it be in the picture perception or individual narration when you're talking about that. So it should create a meaningful outcome.